Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today. Welcome along to a Kitaholic Kits share for the March 2024 kit. Sometimes you can just get the mojo flowing and other times it can be a bit of a struggle, but I am finding that after the cut file layout that I previously did, I had some really good mojo going, so I'm just going to roll with it. Now, one of the great parts about this month's kit, and of course all the kits, are the patterned papers. Now, I can find patterned papers somewhat challenging to use purely just because they can be a little bit overwhelming for a page. So what I wanted to do was to try and show you a way that you could utilize patterned papers without them feeling like there's too much going on in the background. So in this particular case, I've pulled out my good old trusty Creative Memories circle cutters. These are about 25 years old now. I've had them for such a long time, and I'm going to use them to cut a bunch of circles. Now I'm using all different sizes because I kind of want to make this sort of pattern on the background, and I want it to be the various different sizes of circles. You can see that I've chosen a 4x6 square photo. Now this is actually of my husband and his father, and we went out to dinner to celebrate his birthday. We happened to be away at a little town called Woodgate at the time, and so what I've done is forced them, because they're not really photo people, but as a scrapbooker we all know how much and how important those memories are to record. So I took the opportunity to get them together and get them to have a birthday photo. So of course with this birthday collection, I thought it was just perfect to get this photo scrapped in on a page. Now you can see that what I'm trying to do is this circular elements down the left hand side, and I kind of want to make almost a line of circles. I know that doesn't make much sense when I say it out loud, but that's what I'm wanting to try and do, and I'm going to put my photo over the top. So this is also me doing a bit of almost a less is more type of page. I didn't want it to be too heavy. I really wanted to keep sort of the focus around the photo and this area where I'm creating this circle cluster. Now, I have been using tacky glue quite a lot lately because I'm finding it seems to stick and last a little bit better than double-sided adhesive. So you'll see I'm actually using tacky glue to really get this down on the page first. And then for some things like paper to paper or photo to paper, I will often use a little bit of double-sided tape and then stick it down with some tacky glue towards the end. I'll just go and tuck a little bit in each of the four corners off camera just to help stick that down longer term. Now, these particular titles were absolutely one of my favourite elements of this month's kit. I loved how the words were pre-ready to go. There's a mix of embellishments, so you can see there's a little birthday cake, there's like smileys, hearts, balloons. I just felt that the pre-made words really worked for me in terms of how I scrapbook, and I had such fun getting them onto layouts. It was really great. Having a look and starting to work on the background, you can see I've mounted my photo on black, and my circles were kind of getting a little bit lost. I needed them to bounce off the page a little bit more, so I'm actually going to draw some messy borders around the inside of those circles. So just taking my black Life of Colour pens, I activated a little bit, so squeeze the nib down onto the paper. Off camera I did that just on a scrap, and then I go around and just draw some messy borders, some overlapped borders. You can see just a little bit of fun and texture, and I think this makes a really big difference in terms of bringing those circles to the forefront of that background. They don't get quite as lost, and you can see the definition. They really pop out from behind that photo. Now I've also trimmed my tops and bottoms. I didn't need them overlapping, so it was quite easy just to trim out the bits that I didn't need. And the little celebrate word being more of a horizontal type embellishment, where I was working top to bottom in a vertical style layout, I felt that I needed just to bring something else a little bit into this. So I'm cutting these little banner tags and I'm going to lay them around the page, as you can see. I think they look super cute just tucked in behind some of those circular embellishments, and again just using a little bit of tacky glue to stick them down. So once I'm pretty happy with this background, I want to go ahead and just embellish a little bit more. So I have a look at what's remaining in my kit. So I've got quite a focus on the pattern papers here. You know, I've used a pattern paper background, but I've also used pattern papers in my circles. So I didn't want to sort of overwhelm the eye, but I needed some embellishments. Of course, I had to bring in the birthday theme part of this particular photo. So using this cake and a little tag in the background, I've mounted it up on some foam, and I'm just going to tuck that in beside the photo there. I need to add some journaling, so I'm kind of conscious about leaving a spot in the visual triangle that I normally scrap with. So I am thinking I'm going to journal sort of on the right hand side opposite where I've put that cake embellishment, but I'm going to have a little play around with some embellishments first. And you can see I'm sort of going back to the elements within the kit. So I've added another word title. I think hooray works perfectly. I'm going to add some of the little enamel dots, pop my journaling on the page, but I think that the circles are really the hero of this, and those pattern papers just work perfectly with the other elements of this month's kit. So that is my share for today. I hope that you have enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, and of course check out Kitaholic Kits.